really moves well on his feet, but has the heaviest hands and ability to redirect people, right? Just like he's doing here.
Right.
So in early on that shot, finishes it for a takedown, then he cuts him away, and we'll have a 2-1 lead on the edge of the mat for Gable Steveson early on in the match. Gable winning by fall in just 29 seconds in the semifinal after another first period fall in the quarters, so he hasn't spent much time out here so far.
He's, you know what, there wasn't a, as you go through and he takes care of business the whole way through the tournament.
Maybe looking cradle here, Mike. Looking cradle at 220. Crazy to think about that.
Not a whole lot of people get to see him, but they get to see him tonight, so it's kind of fun to see that.
He's been wildly successful as well as on the world stage. Is that right now, Mike?
Yes, he has. This is somebody that we're going to be able to watch for a long time. Nice job with a little pass by there. And back for 2 more. Looking for a near side.
Faces him, and look at that head position, kind of that stare down, like, hey, took you down. Yeah. We're off the edge of the mat. We're going to start this again. 1 minute gone, 3 takedowns already on the board. Heavy hands, heavy hands. Ooh, a shot attempt here by Foster. He was
hips in,
had his hands behind, and then hips in, and running right around was Gable. Heavy snap, redirects. These two doing a lot of battle on their feet. You don't see this necessarily out of most 220-pounders. Helps him up. Good sportsmanship.
Nice job.
And you
nice
mentioned,
job,
that's what this is about. And for some of these bigger guys, I got to tell you, the edge of that mat is not quite large enough.
I was going to say, it makes it a little tough there.
Well, I mean, the edge of the mat needs to be what, 10 feet?
They're saying
8 feet.
They're saying actually, this right here is 6 feet right here.
Well, 6 feet sounds about the right amount of size.
Yeah, it should be.
Yeah. But if you're driving hard on a double to run on out, wow.
Yeah, I think legal mat right now is 5. It's 5 feet.
Yeah, it is 5,
and then
10 between the two, right?
Yeah.
So we've got at least that here, but with people that are this size,
it's
a shot.
We're seeing, it's action at 220 pounds.
That was a neat elbow pass to that far ankle pick. I'm not sure if they call that a Satya. That might be what it is. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing his name right. Yeah.
We always call it City.
Yeah.
City.
Beautiful. Seen Griffin Perry outrun that to perfection at 152 pounds, and here we got a 220 trying to do it. Gonna have to look at that video on YouTube 100 times and see if I can't perfect it, because I may never take my youngest down again if I don't.
Right, yeah, that's exactly it. Hey, you know what, and it's just Gable's composure. This makes it look so easy out there. Here we go, another
9-4, here we are, second period.
And nice,
look at that redirect and running him over on a double.
Single. Yeah, he went single to a double, drove him down. Look at Byron Olson down there, right? Happy face, Byron Olson. He's a bronze goddess. Look at how tan he is, happy.
Absolutely. Now, don't give him a headset because you never know what's going to happen.
That's our guy down there. Yeah, Byron Olson.
Could we give a shout-out right now before we go off air to all of the Minnesota State High School League? I mean, let's call them volunteers down here, right? I mean,
true.
Look at everyone littered in these gray. Don't want to stand out and make a scene of it because it's about the kids, people who are volunteering, the track wrestling, the officiating, sitting mat side, running cameras. I mean, you name it, they are doing the work down here.
And you know what's great about it is that they're not out there for recognition. They're there. They're not just doing it 1 year. They're not just doing it 2 years. I mean, a lot of these guys have been doing it multiple years. We're talking 10, 15 years. You think of Scott Erickson, walking this floor. He's been doing it for as long as I can remember. Byron Olson. What's that? 100-year anniversary for Grandpa. That's what we call him.
Well, yeah. I mean, he's gotten every call right in his own mind, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So it's one of the best things about him is he's quite sure that was the right call no matter what it was.
Yeah, exactly.
But here's the other thing that's true is when you get people who are involved in things and they are lifers, it doesn't take more than a year or two to feel like one in this sport. It's a wrestling family.
It's a family. We you know what? And that is a term that's used a lot.
It's on the back of our T-shirts.
You know what? It's used a lot, but it is something. You know, we can talk about wrestling being blood, sweat, and tears. It's every one of them. You know, there's blood out here. There's sweat. There's tears.
But it's
But in the
camaraderie.
end,
It's connection.
we are family. We
Absolutely.
are family. Stick together. I call this thing the world's largest family reunion.
Absolutely. Well, you see a guy down right in front of us here, Tyler Hemish out of Elk River. He was a nemesis for us in the Northwest Suburban Conference for years. And now he does a great job running stats programs and videos. And happily do a handshake with him from time to time.
Yeah.
You know, now, plus he's enormous.
He's
that's just kind of scary. Here we go, 13-5. Gable Steveson up here, and we have 2 minutes remaining in the match here, Mike.
It's Gable with a nice 8-point advantage right now, and he's going to look to open this thing up a little bit and finish with style and class like he's known to do.
So we're looking at Gable riding, maybe looking some tilt points here.
Gable's
Foster
looking for
trying
a
to
tilt
go
right
hip
now.
down.
Yeah.
There's some
He's gonna
near
get
fall
3 out
on
of
a
this
2-on-1 tilt. Now that's not a cheap tilt. That's a great tilt.
You know what? And for a 220-pounder to do it,
wow,
that's a nice tilt. That's nice work right there.
16-5. So he'll need, looks to be 4 more points on the board during a tech fall. 2 turns it'll need to take, right? Either a 3 and a 2 or a 2 and a 2.
Yep. It's what an effective rider. We got a stalling warning on the bottom.
Foster,
I look
unwilling
at
to
it,
give up position. You know, you don't want to give up.
but I look at it and I agree with Jeff Schultz. He is stalling on the bottom, but I also sympathize with Evan Foster.
So here is Foster's
All right,
last chance to avoid a 5 count. That may just be 2. There's
That's it,
2.
folks.
19-5. Now let's
He's
get
doing
another
it again.
2.
He's bringing
well,
it
he's
back.
looking for the full Monty, right? If he gets the 5 count, it'll be all 3.
Right. Jeff's holding those last 2 right now.
Mm-hmm. Is that like keeping a seat at the table?
It is. It's money in the bank.
Money in the bank.
Yeah.
We don't have any more cliches left now, ladies and gentlemen. So when we get to heavyweight, it's just going to be straight up calling the match.
Jeff has issued them. We're up 14 right now. 22
seconds.
And 20 seconds left right now, third period.
There's
that
stall warning.
That's
going to be another one, and that will end the match.
That's a tech right there.
Tech fall. We see the waving off of the scoreboard there at the table for the mat number 2.
Nicely done out there.
Congratulations, Gable.
Yeah.
2 titles now for the sophomore.
Gable Steveson. Yeah, what can you say? And here comes the big boys. They're coming out.
Well, they're not small.
Oh, man.